Hey, how's it going? Checking in today, fresh and sweaty from jiu-jitsu. Good to be back on the mat. That's a couple of times this week, once last week, and yeah, it's good fun. I've certainly missed it. I've not been for a few weeks, so I feel like I need to get back into the habit a little bit more now. And I think next week I might dip out, with it being the week before the Frog Graham round, and then after that event I'll be back onto it and really throwing myself into it more. Main thing from today was BBC Radio Oxford, which went well. I was, after a bit of backwards and forwarding, able to get Joe Middleton, the senior partner at Lightfoot's Solicitors in Tame, who I've been doing some work with. This is the law firm that I've done a fair amount of work with this year, certainly more work than any of my other corporate clients. And he came on as a phone-in guest and talked a little bit about some of the work we've done, some of the things that he's noticed. And it was a really good testimonial, actually, a really good demonstration, not just of what I've done, but also just how much of a benefit it can be to invest in workplace wellbeing and pay attention to it. It doesn't mean it has to cost money to do these things, but my piece on the radio was really focusing on shifting attention from you got to take care of your well-being because it's good for you in the future and the long-term health, fitness, weight loss, and so on, which is what a lot of people connect it to, and connecting it a little bit more to how you feel and how you perform, which is sort of the connection between physical health and mental health, well-being and mental well-being. So it was a really good conversation. I'm going to see if I can get the recording of it, because I think it would be useful to have as transcribed, but also as some kind of testimonial, certainly the bit that Joe was talking about, as a sort of case study, if you will, on the website and social media. So pleased with the way that went. As is always the case with Radio Oxford in particular, I never do it and expect to get anything out of it. I never expect to suddenly have the phones ringing off of the hook. Certainly that never happened when I was doing a monthly slot on the radio a few years ago now, when I was running the boot camp. I thought, yeah, this would be great. Be super busy. Never got a single call, mainly because the audience of BBC Radio Oxford isn't really, or wasn't really, the target market for the boot camp. And now it's probably still not HR directors, senior partners, senior management leaders, L&D specialists. They're probably not sitting around listening to BBC Radio Oxford during the day, but it's still a really good connection to have, really good thing to have done. So pleased to keep that media attention and media momentum going. So that was the main thing from today. No other big news to report back on. As I said, the budget is back. The proposal is back with the company we've been backwards and forwarding with for a while now. And I guess we'll hear back. I'm still hoping we'll hear back by tomorrow, because it's getting a little tight now if we're going to get this onto the agenda for their meeting in Florida in August, because it's August the 12th, and we sort of need to know that it's on the budget, on the agenda, but also I've got to set up, there's a bit of pre-work to do as well. So there is a bit of work to do on that count, and so I just want to get going with it. I want to know that this is something that's going to happen. I can't see that the figure we've proposed is going to be wildly out of the ballpark. If anything, it's a little on the low side, but it's something that me and Andy are both satisfied with, at least as a starting point. So we'll just have to wait and see what comes back, and hopefully the delays, the length of time it takes to set it up, won't have any sort of negative consequences with the viability of this part of that proposal. There we go. There's my check-in for the day. I'm going to go home now and have a shower. And I will, as always, be back again with more tomorrow. So for now, if you have indeed liked it, give it a YouTube thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.